Boys, we will now continue and refer to page number 35 of our English Balbharti textbook, Sakshi's box. Sakshi found a big box. She opened it. There was a fairy and some paints in the box. Hello, Sakshi. Shall we do some painting? Asked the fairy. She gave Sakshi a paintbrush. First, they painted with violet and indigo colors. Then they painted with blue and green colors. And then they painted with yellow, orange and red colors. Sakshi said, "Look at our rainbows." "Will your parents like our rainbows?" asked the fairy. "Yes," said Sakshi. "My parents will like our rainbow pictures and will say, 'You have made a beautiful painting.'" The fairy smiled and hugged Sakshi. Sakshi said goodbye to the fairy. Boys, I hope you paid attention while I read the lesson. Now, let me explain this lesson to you all. Sakshi's box. Sakshi found a big box. So boys, if you to find a box, you would want to open and see what is inside it. So the same thing happened to Sakshi. She found a big box and she went to open it. So she opened it. There was a fairy and some paints in the box. So this was like a gift to her. When she opened the box, suddenly there came a fairy. And along with the fairy, there were some paints too. So the fairy started talking to Sakshi. "Hello, Sakshi. Shall we do some painting?" So the fairy asked Sakshi whether they could do some painting together. Now, Sakshi did not have a paintbrush with her. So, the fairy gave Sakshi a paintbrush. So, first they painted with violet and indigo colors. Then they painted with blue and green colors. And then they painted with yellow, orange and red colors. Boys, do you remember? We too have already studied about these colors in our poetry bridge. Yes, these are the colors of our rainbow. So Sakshi said, "Look at our rainbows." So Sakshi and the fairy were so happy to paint their rainbows. "Will your parents like our rainbows?" asked the fairy. Now, whenever you do some drawing or some craft, you all are excited to go home and show mummy and daddy and see what they have to say. And our parents always encourage us to do well in art, craft, and in our studies. So Sakshi knew that her parents would like her painting. Yes, said Sakshi. My parents will like our rainbow pictures and will say, you have made a beautiful painting. Then, when your parents say that you have done well, what is your expression? Don't you feel happy? Don't you smile? Yes. So, the fairy too smiled and hugged Sakshi. You know, boys, hugging is an action of putting our arms around someone when we are very happy. So Sakshi said goodbye to the fairy. So, whenever we come to the end of any meeting, we always say goodbye to the person. They are all good manners. And so Sakshi too said goodbye to the fairy. Now, boys, let us do the exercise given on page 36. You can all see the picture of the rainbow. So, you can color the rainbow that is given in the textbook according to the colors that are given for homework. Question B. Write the names of the colors of the rainbow. Here, boys, they have already given us a clue of the starting letters of the colors of the rainbow, and it makes the word Vibgyor. So, V stands for violet, I stands for indigo, B stands for blue, G stands for green, Y stands for yellow, O stands for orange, and R stands for red. So repeat the colors of the rainbow after me, boys. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Question C. Answer the following. So, boys, you can write the answers to these questions in your textbook only. At the side, there is a lot of space, so you can draw a line and write the answer at the side of the question itself. Question number 1. Have you seen a rainbow? I'm sure, boys, all of you must have surely seen a rainbow, especially in the rainy season. So, if you have seen a rainbow, your answer will be yes, I have seen a rainbow. And if you have not seen a rainbow, then you can write no, I have not seen a rainbow. Question number 2. Do you like to paint? So, boys, even this question, if you like to paint, you can write yes, I like to paint. And if you do not like to paint, you can write no, I do not like to paint. Our next question, number 3. What is your favorite color? So here, boys, all of you may have different favorite colors. So find out the spelling of your favorite color and write it down. For example, red, blue, pink, whatever your favorite color is, write it at the side. Question D. Frame the sentences using the words given below. Number 1. Big. So here boys, they have already given us a written example. I saw a big blue balloon. Now for the next words, we can frame our own sentences. Number 2. Like. So here boys, you can make your own sentences. For example, I like to eat chocolates. I like fruits and vegetables. Whatever you want. Number 3. Fairy. So here boys, you can write, I love to read fairy tales. Or, I saw a fairy in my dreams. So boys, you can learn to make different sentences using the words that are given. And with this, we complete our exercise on page number 36.